the next assessment we're going to do is, or the screening tool, I guess, is stereognosis. And basically what stereognosis is just the ability to discriminate objects. So what I have here on the table is just random objects. And so you can get as finite as discrimination against coin, or if you needed more like kind of what I call gross objects, meaning objects that really aren't as discriminatory, you can use shapes and have the individual discriminate shapes. So again, just like the other assessments, you would test in the less affected hand first, and then you would test in the affected hand. Sometimes what I have had to do in the clinic setting is if they have some limited range of that hand, I help manipulate in that hand for them, that kind of thing. There are variations of this assessment using just shape patterns, and that, or you could use these similar patterns, and if, let's say, language was affected, you could have pictures of the objects on the table and basically administer the test under the table, and all the individual would have to do is point to the object. So yeah, and then also if, let's say, they're not able to really truly tell you what that shape is, a lot of times I will have them describe it to me to kind of see if they go that route. So, all right, so that being said, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to see how well you're able to, tell what objects are in your hand. Okay? All right, so I'm going to place a variety of different objects, and I want you just to tell me what they are. And if you're not able to tell me, just describe them. Okay? All right. Bobby pin. Quarter. A key. A dime. Paper clip. Oh, this was the dime. So what is this one?
This is the penny.
Okay, so did you see exactly, and we'll stop there, so did you see exactly what I did? Knowing full well, it's like, okay, that feels like it could be a penny. I pulled it to the side. I did put the dime in her hand to let her distinguish, obviously. It was the dime, and then gave her the penny attempt back. So those kinds of things are what you can do. So yeah, so obviously everything was perfect. If you were basically rating the test, again, you could say intact, and what I normally would do is I put intact, and then I would put how many objects of how many objects, and then I would usually write out what those objects were. And then if it were impaired, and what particular objects were they not able to distinguish, that kind of thing. So, and then what I'm not doing in these videos, because it's just purpose of how to administer, what I would do is also tell the client, okay, you had trouble, you were able to self-correct, so I didn't have to do that. But if your client did have trouble with a certain object, just say, oh, this is the object, and let them feel it with vision intact, and kind of use it as a training opportunity. So, yeah, so that is